Central School, Mrs. Hewing here for another edition of Central School Book Talks. I have the last 5 of this year's 2021 nominated Bluestem books. So, let's get started. Up first is Max and the Midnights by Lincoln Pierce. Now, this is a great graphic novel centering around our character of Max. He, or she actually, is an apprentice troubadour. That means she's learning to be a traveling musician. That is the last thing in the world that Max wants to be. Her goal is to really become a knight. But she's a girl. These are the Middle Ages. Girls aren't allowed to be knights. Well, through a series of events and her uncle getting captured, Max ends up teaming up with a bunch of new friends and a retired wizard, going off on an adventure to try to save her uncle from the evil king who has taken over their land. And Max tries to find out if she has what it takes to actually become a knight. If you love Lincoln Pierce books like the Big Nate series, you are going to love this story. All right, after that, I have a great narrative nonfiction. I absolutely loved this book, Otis and Will Discover the Deep, the record-setting dive of the bathysphere by Barb Rosenstock. This story takes us into the adventure of Otis Barton and Will Beebe. Both wanted to discover the deep ocean below the surface level of light. They worked together to build a contraption that will withstand the pressure of a deep ocean dive. And on June 6, 1930, they entered the small little circle called the bathysphere and began their journey deep into the ocean, farther down than anyone had ever traveled before. On this journey, sparks inside of the bathysphere, a leak inside the bathysphere. It was a scary first attempt, but so amazing. Wonderful, fun nonfiction story that's very exciting. After that, we have Wedgie and Gizmo by Suzanne Selfors. Now, as you can see right here on the cover, Wedgie is a bouncy and excited dog. He loves to wear his superhero cape given to him by his owner, Jasmine. His job is to take care of his family, to serve them, protect them, and guard them, which he does with all the energy in the world he can. And he's super excited that there's new members to his family. There's a new boy, and there's even a new animal. A guinea pig named Gizmo has joined their family too. Now, what Wedgie doesn't know is Gizmo is actually an evil genius who plans to take over the world. He has no plans or no interest in becoming friends with Wedgie, this strange dog who is silly, but he's trying everything he can to survive and take over the world, and he has to live in a pink Barbie playhouse, being squeezed and cuddled by small humans. This is not how he's supposed to be when he's an evil genius. So the chapters alternate between Wedgie and his fun-loving nature and what's happening in his life, and Gizmo and what's happening to him. It's a wonderful story about a new family and friendship. After that, we have Steph Soto Taco Queen by Jennifer Torres. Now, Steph Soto is a Mexican-American girl, and she's got a problem. She loves her family very, very much, but at the same time, she is completely embarrassed by how overprotected they are. They treat her like she's a little girl. And she has to work in their family's taco truck, which is so embarrassing for her. Now that she's in middle school, she wishes her family was a little bit more normal, and she wasn't stuck with the nickname Taco Queen. In this story, Steph's family and Steph's dad's business starts to have some trouble, and Steph has to decide what's really important in life with her family and their business, and really what true friendship really means. A great story about believing in yourself loving your family, and finding friends. Last up is Hope in the Holler by Lisa Lewis Tyre. Now, Wavy's mom always told her, be brave, Wavy B. You got as much right to a good life as anybody, so go and find it. Now, the bad thing is Wavy's mom passed away and died of cancer. But before she did leave Wavy with a list of instructions on how to find and get that good life. The problem is, Wavy's just 11 years old, and she doesn't have much choice about where to live, especially now that her mom is dead and she doesn't really have any other family. Well, she ends up in Conley Holler living with an aunt she never even knew anything about. The aunt isn't that nice, doesn't seem to be doing this to take care of her niece for the right reasons, and Wavy has a horribly obnoxious cousin that doesn't treat her well either. Things are starting to look pretty bad in Wavy's life until she meets some new friends, Camille and Gilbert. With the help of her new friends, Wavy starts making her own plans to find the life she deserves and the life her mom always wanted her to have. All right, so that's it. That's the last 5 of this year's 2021 nominated Bluestem books. All of them are available at the Central School Library. So remember, if you plan to vote for your favorite book in March, you have to read 4 of the 5 nominated books for this year. So make sure you check them out from the library. Bye!